Chosen ones, the call for the soul's WHO have been marked. If an echo has ever stirred within your chest, know it was no accident. Some souls are born carrying the marks of fire and ice, bearing a mission whispered into their ears by the universe beneath a sky heavy with stars. Chosen ones, you are not lost. You are walking a path woven by destiny itself. Every breath, every step, every encounter is a fragment of a vast design, an unseen web that binds you to your ancestors. To the angels, to the ancient forces guarding the light, being chosen does not mean life will be easy. On the contrary, great light often draws greater darkness. The enemies you face will not always show their faces, they hide within doubt. Sow the seeds of conflict, draining your energy with words that burn but hold no substance. These traps of the spirit aim for one thing: to blur your mission. When your mind is clouded, when your heart weeps over meaningless misunderstandings, remember, this is a trial, not a verdict, a crucible through which you are called to choose again. Stronger and more refined, you carry the energy to heal and to shatter old cycles. This is both a gift and a responsibility. Guard your boundaries as if holding a lantern in a storm. Choose who may touch your light, and shut the doors firmly against those who come only to drain your lifeblood. Hollow connections, invitations dragging you back into old scripts, parasitic souls, all are lessons teaching you how to say no without regret. For sometimes saying no is the loudest yes you can offer to your mission. And when you fall into darkness, return to where it all began. The calling is still there. Speak your name in truth. Stand tall in your own light, and keep moving forward. The chosen do not prevail through raw power but through endurance, by holding a pure heart amid the fractures of the world. Your journey is a living temple, every step a sacred seal protecting wisdom, compassion, and purpose. Chosen ones, trust the fire within, and let no force strip you of that holy flame. If these words strike your heart, remain. If not, you are free to walk away. There is an invisible current that has led you to this very moment. You are not here by chance. Those called chosen ones carry a mission within them, to shine brilliantly, yet to be deeply vulnerable. Such light draws blessings, but also summons trials, forces that wish to dim your torch. This is not false comfort but a warning. The battlefield you face is not of swords and spears, but of will, awareness, and inner balance. Your enemies operate through confusion, distraction, and the slow erosion of your spirit by stirring arguments, planting doubt, or turning intimate bonds into drains of your strength. When you feel lost, clouded, or suddenly emptied of energy, take it as a bell of warning. Your spiritual defenses must be restored at once. Guarding your boundaries is sacred work. Not all are worthy to step into the sanctuary of your inner world. Parasitic relationships, exchanges that sap your vitality, these are leeches of the soul. Not true love. Saying no is not selfish, it is preservation of the flame entrusted to you. Learn to discern, after an encounter, are you lifted higher or pulled down? Your intuition already knows. Fortify yourself with sacred habits, prayer, meditation, stillness, clear intentions, and mornings anchored in affirmations of purpose. Connect with kindred spirits. A circle of light is stronger than a lone flame. When you nurture your inner power with sincerity, discipline, and unwavering faith, the schemes of chaos will lose their ground. Chosen ones, you were sent here for something greater. The path is not always straight. There will be turbulence. There will be temptations to retreat into the comfort zone. Yet every time you rise, set boundaries, and clarify your intent, you win a small battle in the larger campaign. Hold the light, guard your energy, and keep walking with the faith that every twist serves the mission that chose you. Chosen ones, listen closely. There are those who play the victim and pour sweet apologies into your ears. But their apologies are not a call for forgiveness. They are bait to crawl back into your life, to gather information about your plans and intentions. Then use that very knowledge as a hidden blade. They may appear supportive, but the energy beneath is envy, resentment, or concealed schemes. They thrive on chaos, stirring drama just as your road opens wide, forcing you into battles that were never yours, draining your time, strength, and focus until you are left exhausted, too depleted to pursue your sacred purpose. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward freedom. Forgiveness is a holy power. But forgiveness does not always mean reconciliation. You can release someone from your spirit without inviting them back into your sacred space. Forgiveness is for your peace, not for their exploitation. Letting them go is not abandonment, it is liberation. Some souls arrive only to teach a lesson, not to walk the full journey with you. When you release, you create space for new blessings, for worthier companions, for doors of true ascension to open. Beware the tactic of returning in desperation. Parasitic energy often hides in the mask of the victim, seeking to provoke guilt or pity to keep you bound. Chosen one, their miracle is not your responsibility. You are not the savior of others. Each soul must walk their own path, and you must walk yours. In releasing them, you reclaim your power, closing the doors to manipulation, chaos, and distortion. Your energy is sacred. It must be guarded and preserved for the mission you carry. Another tactic of the energy harvesters is timing. They appear when you are close to breakthrough, when you have just found peace after long endurance, when opportunity is only one step away. This is no accident but calculation. If they can distract you, they can delay your ascent to the next level. Understand this so you move with wisdom. Any storm that strikes the moment you near achievement should be seen as a sign, not a coincidence. Also remember, not every energy drainer acts with deliberate malice. Many are bound by unhealed wounds, clinging to survive. They are not demons by nature, but their presence still harms you if you continue to carry the burden of healing for them. You can love them from afar, pray for their growth, yet never sacrifice your focus or your sacred progression. Chosen ones, this is a warning from higher realms. The slaves of the 3D matrix will continually seek to interrupt your ascension. They meddle with your timeline to keep you trapped in old loops. Strengthen yourself with boundaries, with prayer, meditation, and rituals of renewal, with kindred community, and with the resolve to allow no one to become a leak in the vessel of light you bear. Each time you declare, no, you are not shutting yourself off from humanity. You are protecting the flame of your destiny. Move forward with vigilance but not fear, with compassion but not self-sacrifice, and with the trust that in guarding your energy, you guard the very world you came to transform. Chosen ones, ascension is not a path paved with roses, it is like walking through fire. To become the higher version of yourself, you must shed the old shell, rotted beliefs, stagnant habits, even once precious bonds that no longer resonate. This shedding is painful, like a serpent casting off its skin, like the phoenix burning to ash before rebirth. Yet this very pain is the cleansing, the gateway to new life awaiting you on the other side. Loneliness is a companion of the journey. At times you will feel left behind, unseen, unreachable in the heights your soul is climbing. But do not be deceived. This is the sign of evolution. Not every soul is equipped to follow you to the destined summit. Some relationships will naturally fall away, not because you reject them, but because your frequency has shifted. Accept their departure as a blessing. In letting go, your light grows clearer, and those who truly belong to you will be drawn to it. Remember, life is the dance of opposites, light and shadow, sun and moon, force and stillness. These forces are not enemies but necessary halves sustaining the order of the cosmos. As a chosen one, your task is not to flee from the darkness but to understand it, master it, and walk between worlds without losing yourself. This is the path of the sage, the difficult path, but the one that leads to enduring power. Ancient rituals still echo into the present, smoke and incense, crystals, intentions set in lunar cycles. Do not dismiss them as mere trends. They endure because they work. They cleanse the atmosphere, ground your spirit, and strengthen the shield of your soul. But understand this. True power does not rest solely in tools or ceremonies. It begins with awareness. In spiritual warfare, not every light carries pure intent. Some things may appear to aid you, but in truth they pull you away from your path. Your intuition is the compass. When a whisper tells you, this is not right, trust it. The universe moves in cycles, a season of bloom, a season of decay, and a season of rebirth. So it is with your life. Destruction must precede renewal. When everything around you seems to collapse, remember, nothing is wasted. The very ruins make space for blessings to take root, just as a field must be burned before the seeds are sown. Your soul too must pass through purifying fire before it can harvest radiant abundance. Chosen ones, step into the flames with faith. Do not fear loss. The ashes are the foundation of resurrection. You are not being destroyed, you are being remade, step by step, into a torch that cannot be extinguished. Chosen ones, when the universe clears away the old to make room for the new, your ancestors walk beside you as unseen guardians. They guide you with signs, dreams, and synchronicities that are never random. You are never alone. Every prayer, every tear, every moment of struggle is witnessed and cheered on by spirits in the invisible realm. When you feel overwhelmed, call to them. They are always near, ready to lift you. With a sincere heart, you open the gateway to ancient power. Spiritual protection requires delicate balance. Outer rituals are only the frame. Inner awareness is the core. When mind, body, and spirit unite, you generate a frequency so high that lower forces cannot penetrate. Meditation, journaling, or any practice that brings you back to your higher self is the most precious shield. Ancient wisdom teaches that everything flows with the Tao. With rhythm, heights are followed by depths, and within every trial lies the seed of transformation. To grasp this truth is to face hardship with grace, knowing that every stage carries purpose. Your duty is to embrace both light and shadow within yourself. Denying the darkness only gives it power. To acknowledge fear, doubt, and wounds, then transmute them into wisdom. That is the complete path. You cannot truly ascend while fleeing from the parts of yourself deemed harmful. Spiritual equilibrium is the greatest gift of the journey, walking between extremes without being crushed. Holding firm in the heart of duality. Envy is a hidden enemy, left unchecked. It corrodes from within. Those who envy you do not only see what you possess, they see a mirror of what they have not yet healed. Often, energy thieves come from the closest places. The friend who smiles to your face but harbors bitterness within. Discernment must be your compass. Not every smile is an ally. Keep your plans in silence. Act quietly, and announce your victories only when they are secured. This is the strategy of those who guard their light. As breakthrough nears, beware of sudden disruptions. People from the past reappearing. Meaningless arguments flaring up. These are often signs of energetic parasites attempting to harvest your blessings. Do not let kindness become a weakness. Loving from a distance is an art. You may pray for the lost without carrying their healing for them. Each time you hold your boundaries, you protect not only yourself but the mission carved deep within your soul. Chosen ones, remain vigilant, train your inner strength, and connect with the community of spirit. Remember, your ancestors, the heavens, and your very soul are in agreement with this step forward. Walk carefully yet boldly, for each act of preserving your energy is an oath to your purpose. You do not merely guard the light. You allow the world to be illuminated. Chosen ones, beware the most insidious weapon, emotional manipulation. The envious will play the victim to burden you with guilt for your blessings. They want you to believe you owe them your time, your strength, or a share of your success. But blessings are not to be squandered on those who did not build. They belong to you, entrusted to you for your mission, not for compensating another's lack. Some survive by sowing conflict, by provoking your emotional reactions, because those reactions are their nourishment. Each time you enter their chaos, they grow stronger while you are left empty. Recognize the spiral and withdraw, for your inner peace is far too sacred to be sacrificed to another's gain. Most dangerous of all is when someone plants seeds of doubt in your mind. Self-doubt is the enemy's favorite weapon, for it makes you surrender your power willingly. When you question your worth, your choices, your path, you create the opening for manipulation. Stand firm. You are exactly where you need to be, and the call within your heart is wise enough to guide you. When others envy you, they confess one truth. They see in you what they have not yet found in themselves. Rather than entangling yourself in their battles, detach to recognize envy for what it is, a reflection of their unhealed wound, not your burden. Do not fall into the illusion that all on the spiritual path are pure. Some infiltrate the sacred only to compare, compete, or steal the light. Discernment is survival. Feel the distortion in another's frequency. Beware of a smile that conceals intention. Spiritual boundaries are as vital as physical ones. To honor them requires no apology. Move in silence. Guard your plans. Reveal your victories only when they are solid. This is the wisdom of those who preserve their power. Ascension is not a straight line but a spiral. Each turn raises you higher, but each also brings a new test. Every stage of evolution demands greater courage, and every breakthrough is met with new resistance to test your loyalty to the mission. Do not see obstacles as disasters, see them as sacred trials. As the soul's way of proving devotion to its calling. When old relationships feel strained, know that letting go is strength. When loneliness comes, remember, it is the sign you are nearing the summit. Train yourself daily, strengthen your boundaries, practice discernment, and nurture your connection to the sacred source through meditation, prayer, journaling, or small rituals that renew your energy. Love without carrying others' burdens. Show compassion without distorting your own path of ascension for someone else's pain. When you keep order within, the frequency you radiate will naturally drive low vibrations away. That is the strongest protection. Chosen ones, remember your power does not come from receiving everything, but from guarding what has been entrusted to you. Each time you declare, no, each time you protect peace instead of answering chaos, you fortify destiny. Step forward with clarity, calm, and courage. You are not only holding your own light, you are keeping the world's chance to shine. Chosen ones, there will be people in your life who feel threatened as your light grows. They may try to pull you back into old habits because familiarity makes them feel safe. But their discomfort is not your responsibility. You were not called to dim your fire so others feel less overwhelmed. You were called to shine. Freedom begins when you release the need for external approval. Ascension teaches you that everything you need is already within. Acceptance, courage, wisdom. When you trust yourself, your steps grow lighter, your vision sharper, and no one can drag you back for the sake of their small schemes. As you advance, time itself will feel different. Deep stillness will alternate with storms of swiftness. This is a sign you are breaking free from linearity and moving in rhythm with the sacred moment. Shift from forcing things to happen into allowing them to unfold, from control into trust. The current of the universe is always with you, even when it seems silent on the surface. On this journey, you will encounter ascension fatigue, the physical and emotional exhaustion of shedding old layers. It is a reminder that transformation requires rest. Not every discomfort must be crushed by willpower. Honor your body when it needs to pause. Nurture your spirit with restorative practices, meditation, prayer, mindful eating, deep sleep. These simple acts are healing. Forgiveness is an essential part of the path, forgiving others and forgiving yourself. Releasing guilt, shame, and regret does not erase the past, but frees you from the chains the past tries to hold. You are not defined by mistakes, you are defined by your next choices. Each time you forgive yourself, you expand the inner space to receive new grace. Freedom is not just the absence of chains but the presence of peace. As you ascend, you do not react to the frenzy of the world, you stand in sacred stillness. Knowing all things are within a greater design. Continue to practice. Pray when you need to reconnect with the source. Fast when your spirit calls for cleansing. Hydrate your body, and protect your energy by remaining aware in every interaction. Loving distance is a sacred skill. You can care for others without taking responsibility to heal them. Show gratitude for what you have and for what is coming. Gratitude lifts your frequency and invites blessing. Move wisely, keep sacred plans in silence, and share victories once the fruit is secure. At the same time, cultivate a chosen community around you, souls of aligned frequency. Those willing to face truth instead of painting illusions. For this path is not a harsh solitude but an intentional convergence. When you join personal strength with spiritual alliance, you not only guard yourself but multiply light for the world. Each boundary you set, each time you choose silence over argument, each time you heal instead of blame, is a step of ascension. Chosen ones, hold fast to faith and calm, live as firekeepers, steadfast, discerning, and full of compassion. You are guardians of a light that belongs not only to you but to the world. Protect it, tend it, and keep rising, for as you rise, the world is illuminated in a way only you can bring.